As individual therapists or as organisations providing therapy services, we're legally obliged under the Equality Act to make what's known as reasonable adjustments to enable disabled people to access the service that we offer. So a reasonable adjustment doesn't have to mean an expensive adaptation or, a total revamp of our therapy room. But it is a legal obligation which we have to do whether we currently have a disabled client or not. In other words, it's something we have to do regardless. There's also a moral case, I think, for making therapy as accessible as possible to disabled people. If we don't examine the way we practice and the service we offer, then I think we're risking excluding, albeit unintentionally, inadvertently, a whole group of people, a whole group of potential clients who have the same need and desire for counselling and therapy as anyone else, and to do so in a way that preserves people's dignity, their autonomy and their freedom of choice as well as to which therapy service they choose to access. Just as important, I think, as the legal and the moral case is the business case for welcoming more disabled clients to your practice. There are 10 million disabled people in the UK who literally have billions of pounds in total spending power, but who equally feel excluded from many mainstream services. And that's quite a market to tap into when we look at it in purely business terms. My experience as a disabled client, and more recently when I was looking for a new supervisor, is very much that there are still big barriers to accessing therapy if you have a disability. And it's a very demoralising feeling to keep coming up against, no, I'm sorry, I can't be your therapist, I can't accommodate your access requirements. That's not a welcoming or an encouraging message at all. It feels very unempowering. The workshop's going to cover our legal obligations, what the phrase reasonable adjustments actually means in practice, some of the policies, some of the procedures that we put in place as therapists, which get in the way of disabled clients accessing the service that we offer. It's going to be practical, it's going to be informative, it's going to be fun. I do hope you can come.